The following videos are an indication of how the ICAC maliciously bullied me and abused their position of power by lying to me and perverting the course of justice with their questionable methods of inquiry. The ICAC obtained all the information they needed from me during the private inquiry, including electronic evidence of my work, which had disproved the allegations against me. Yet, they ignored this and proceeded with a public inquiry to present the same information they had already gathered during the private inquiry. This first video is an example of the Commissioner lying about dates and timing, even though he had relevant documents outlining the dates in front of him. His lies contribute to further confusion and manipulation of my evidence by the ICAC. The transaction he refers to in the video occurred almost 1.5 years prior to the ICAC inquiry, not 6 months ago as falsely suggested by the Commissioner.
That you withdrew $49,000 on the 15th of September last year and you don't know what for.
The second video is another example of unsubstantiated allegations made by the Commissioner. Again, the transactions the Commissioner refers to did not occur 6 months prior to the inquiry. It occurred almost 1.5 years prior to the inquiry. Again, the Commissioner had relevant documents outlining the dates in front of him. Therefore, there is no way I could have done as the Commissioner falsely alleged.
There is another possibility, Ms. Lazarus, and that is that you knew about the ICAC investigation and you were just trying to move the money away so that no one else could, so that ICAC couldn't get its hands on the money and you could keep it.
No, so that's not correct.
The third video is an example of Counsel Assisting lying about facts, further manipulating my evidence and further adding to my confusion. On the 22nd of February 2011, approximately 40 minutes were dedicated to discussing a specific event. 2 days later, Counsel Assisting lied to me, saying that the event was never mentioned over the course of the ICAC inquiry.
I just want to explain, because you're saying that I didn't see him, but then I did pause, and you asked me to explain why I paused. And then my counsel at that time, he stood up and started saying something, and then he was cut off, and then I wasn't allowed to give an answer, and you moved on to the next line of questioning. So that's why I came back and explained that I had seen him, in fact.
You haven't said that previously, Ms. Lazarus, have you?
I have said that.
You have never given evidence in this inquiry that you have met Dr. Burton before.
Yes, I did. That's a lie.
Is it?
Yes.
The allegations of false or misleading evidence aimed towards me cannot be justified given the lies and unprofessional conduct of the ICAC during my inquiry that directly affected my evidence. Despite the manipulation of my evidence by the ICAC and the use of highly questionable methods to obtain evidence, the ICAC continued to lay false allegations against me and decided to forward a request onto the Department of Public Prosecution to prosecute me under Section 87 of the ICAC Act.